Many years ago, a young girl named Laura grew up in an orphanage by the sea. For her, it wasn't a place of sadness. It was home. She made friends there, built memories, and eventually she was adopted. Fast forward 30 years later, Laura returns, but this time, she's not alone. She comes back with her husband Carlos and their adopted son, Simon. Her dream? To reopen the orphanage and turn it into a home for children with special needs. At first, everything feels hopeful, but this house has been waiting. Not long after they arrive, Simon begins acting different. He talks about new friends, children no one else can see. One of them stands out, a boy named Tomas. Simon even draws him, a child wearing a sack mask. At first, Laura brushes it off as imagination, but Simon insists. They're real, and they want to play. Things begin to feel off. A social worker visits unexpectedly, bringing up details about Simon's past. Things Laura hasn't told him yet. Tension builds. That night, Laura finds the same woman snooping around the property. Before she can question her, she disappears, as if the house itself is hiding secrets. Simon introduces Laura to a strange game, a scavenger hunt. The rules are simple. Follow the clues. And at the end, you get a wish. It sounds harmless, but the clues lead to something unsettling. Simon's own adoption file. And suddenly, everything changes. Simon becomes angry, confused. He claims his friends told him something terrible, that Laura isn't his real mother, and that he's going to die. Despite everything, Laura pushes forward. She organizes an opening event for the orphanage. Children arrive. The house feels alive again, but underneath the celebration, something is building. Laura and Simon argue. He runs off. And while searching for him, Laura encounters something chilling. A child, wearing a sack mask. Before she can react, she's trapped. When she finally escapes, Simon is gone. Search teams arrive. Police investigate. But there's no trace of Simon. Days turn into weeks. Weeks into months. Grief consumes the family. Carlos starts losing hope. But Laura refuses to give up because she begins to notice something strange. Sounds in the house. Movements behind walls. Whispers that feel almost intentional, as if someone is trying to communicate. Desperate for answers, Laura digs deeper into the orphanage's history. She uncovers something disturbing. The house wasn't just a home, it was a place marked by tragedy. Children who once lived there are connected to something terrible, and somehow, those events are tied to Simon's disappearance. The more she uncovers, the clearer it becomes. This isn't just a missing person case. The past is still here, watching, waiting. And as Laura gets closer to the truth, the line between reality and the supernatural begins to blur. But what really happened to Simon? And what is the orphanage trying to reveal? That is where the story takes its darkest turn.